Will you do something for me?
Now, that depends.
Ryan, I mean it. You confused me tonight, and I need...
Clarification?
Yeah. Sit.
You know, I roll over too, but just whatever you do, don't have to
Don't
beg.
start.
Okay.
Okay, let me get this straight, all right?
All right.
I got a facial with plaster that gave me a rash. Then I got kicked courtside in the head. And now I look like something you'd scrape off a shoe.
Well, I don't know if I'd really go quite that far, but what's your point?
My point is that I'm ugly and tormented, and you're more interested in me than maybe, like, ever.
And this confuses you.
Totally.
Well, a little confusion in a girl is kind of healthy, and in you, practically unseen.
My head is going to explode.
Come on, Greenlee, use those brain cells.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, I'm actually having a really
Do you
good
have any sense of what this is doing to me?
Yes, and I kind of like you like this.
Like what? What, you think I'm nicer and what, more vulnerable when I look like crap?
All right, how do I say this? The lack of pretense that you've had since they've had to scrape that plaster off your face at the Glamorama earlier today is, well, kind of refreshing. So sue me.
Do you have any idea what it's like to be me?
No.
Well, let me tell you, being born Greenlee Smythe is not all diamonds and roses and trust funds. It's damn hard work being under my grandmother's magnifying glass, and if I'm not perfectly dressed and perfectly behaved and perfectly perfect every second of my life, there's a high price to pay. Do you hear me? A really high price.
No new shoes for a week?
Oh, my...
What? Wait a minute! What are you doing? Hey, careful! Look, I'm just trying to make you smile. That's all.
I don't like being made fun of.
Oh,
No,
so that's what you
I'm
think
trying
this
to
is.
tell you all the expectations that are put on me and what my family wants me to live up to every second of my life. And you make a joke about my shoe budget.
Wait a minute, you actually have a shoe?
Ryan.
I'm sorry.
You keep telling me that you want me to be real, whatever that means, and honest. Well, here I am, real, honest, and hideous, and all you do is tease me about it. This is a friend?
Well, I'd be a worse friend if I let you get away with it for 2 seconds.
With what?
With your horrible whining, that's what.
You are so incredibly mean.
No, I'm not. You don't understand what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to walk you through this. This is obviously very new territory for you. That's your, come here, sit down. Sit down. Listen, these expectations that you feel are real from your parents, I'm sure your parents feel they're real, and your grandparents probably feel they're real. But outside you five and your private space station...
Hey!
You didn't actually think I'd let you get away with this so-called burden of yours, do you? Hey, now, don't get all upset.
Oh, so you're right about everything and I'm wrong about everything, right?
Pretty much, yes.
What are you saying? Do you know how much work I put into being the me that I am? Do you know how much time it takes to gain the kind of sophistication and status that I've attained in the circles that I travel in? And you mock me.
No, I mock your blind side.
What blind side?
The side of you that thinks you know who you really are and what it's really like out there. You see, I figured this out. You're deprived.
Deprived of what?
Culture. It's as plain as that really big bump on your forehead.
Oh. And there was the Degas exhibit in September, the Rauschenberg in June. I went to the Philadelphia Symphony 3 times over the summer. Beethoven 7th, Handel's whatever, and a Chopin retrospective. Do you want to hear about the ballets, too?
No,
Variations
really,
on a theme by some Italian guy, the Nutcracker at Christmas.
Okay,
and
I give up.
That's not all the operas that I have to endure. Does that sound like cultural deprivation to you?
It sounds like torture the way you put it.
See?
The thing is, I like those things you're talking about in small doses. I like
Well,
them.
that's my point.
Okay, all right, wait. I want to give you a pop quiz.
What?
I want to give you a pop quiz. Find out if you really know what's going on out there.
No sports questions.
Fine. Question 1. What is a W-2?
It's the stuff you open frozen car door locks with. What?
Nothing. Food stamps. Do you know what food stamps are, Greenlee?
Oh, is that what this is about? You think because my family comes from
Don't
money
avoid the question. I want to know. Do you know what food stamps are?
My grandfather says they're a waste of taxpayers' dollars.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Does this make me an awful person?
Tell me you're not serious about that.
Listen, I know all about food stamps and philanthropy, okay? I write checks to charity all the time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
And how does that make you feel?
Fine.
Really? Do you have compassion for people that have less than you?
Sure. What do you think? I feel sorry for them.
No, that's not the question.
Ah.
Listen to me. How can you have compassion for people out there if you don't really listen to what's going on in the real world?
I listen.
I say to you that you're culturally deprived, and all you do is you list off the art galleries and the symphonies you've been to in the last year. That's not what I'm talking about, Greenlee. I'm talking about the culture that we live in. I'm talking about the people that share airspace with you that don't really know what it feels like to go to sleep at night, not knowing if they're going to have food on the table in the morning.
I am very sorry for their pain. It's a terrible thing. Oh, come on, Brian. What's it going to take for me to join your little club?
My
huh?
what? My club? What club?
Your real people club.
All right. You know what? Enough. I don't know how we got off on this tangent. I'm sorry I got so preachy.
Well, I'm sorry that I didn't say what you wanted to hear.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, too. I think we're both a little confused. Let me walk you home. Come on.
Well, you know, Gran is out for the evening. We could go back there and...
Green.
Rye.
We make great friends. We make great friends. Don't ruin this. I need a friend around here.
Okay, you're right. Forget I mentioned it.
Come on.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You sure don't mind showing up on your circular driveway with a townie like me, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.